The task of finding that one piece of art or installation that stands out amongst many can be daunting. But the Life in My City team is not relenting. They continue that search. After exhibitions in Abuja, Port Harcourt, Uyo, and Calabar, the team is now in Lagos. Life in My City, a traveling art show, finds its way back to the commercial capital, Lagos, to look at some unique images that will be selected for the grand finale in Enugu.
It's a platform for young artists under the age of 35 to have opportunity to commercialize their works, to be empowered by earning money for what they do, and to advance their careers by interacting with higher and much more experienced artists, scholars, teachers, and so on. And we offer prizes in various categories for the works that they produce. Painting, digital art, sculpture, installation, and all that. So each year, there are at least 25 people who win prizes. But there are 4 major prizes. The overall prize, and then the 3 category prizes. The categories in painting and associated things, category in sculpture and installation and associated things, in photography and digital art and so on. Each of them, and so we pay out these prizes.
Life in My City is being promoted to help young artists to blossom and for the good of my country. So I support it very much. And then they've gone a lot of improvement. They now take it from Abuja to Lagos to Enugu. There is no other art, event that happens like that. It's like a traveling, and at the end of the day, there is a final exhibition in Enugu where the best works are chosen.
Members of the LIMCAF team are shopping for the next big thing, and they will be moving to other centers around the country to view their works of art as well.
Life in My City is the longest art event in Nigeria. We're in our 13th year now, and it's the platform that young people are surging to. This year we had some 500 and more than nearly 550 entries from all over Nigeria. We have 9 exhibition centers in Nigeria. This is one of those in the western region of Life in My City. The others are in Ibadan and Akure. In the north, we have Zaria, we have Abuja. In the east, we have Enugu, we have Uyo, Calabar, we have Port Harcourt. And then we have Benin as well. So this is what we'll do.
It is becoming a ritual in the country's art calendar, as the buzz about this means excitement for young artists, all painting or sculpting their way into the hearts of the judges in order to get the top prize.
The artists are creating new works now that is a kind of a derivative between impressionistic work, realism, and other abstract work. And there is a lot of study about our culture, a lot of study about contemporary issues, and they are well rendered. So I like the works. They are very well rendered. The color combination is good. The composition, you can see some of the works. The artist's passion can be seen. You can easily see the passion of the artist in the work.
Some of the former winners have been incorporated into the jury, which is now a combination of youth and experience. A theme is also chosen at the peak of the show, and the artists are expected to interpret creatively.
The message I'm trying to pass here is just letting people to know that in every human, we all have a desire. There are things that we're always seeking at a particular point, which is as a baby that is in the womb, when the right time for the baby to come out, the baby will just push out and come out. The desire to see the world, the desire to experience another type of world. When it's time for the baby to suck, you don't even need to stress yourself to make that baby to suck. Rather, if you put a breast into her mouth, the desire to feed herself and to survive will make that child to continue sucking and be alive. So when the time for them to walk, their time they walk. The time for them to crawl, they crawl. That it has to do with everything about human beings. When it's time for one to achieve things, it will come naturally.
I work with painting materials, acrylic mostly, but this piece is an installation that is done out of paper. Everything you're seeing is paper. So the work is inspired by artists themselves, because I have been opportunity to talk to other artists, unlike myself, and I found out that they pass through a lot of things that people don't know. The theme of this exhibition is on the other side. We celebrate artists who have made it, but we don't know what they went through to make it. So this work is kind of congratulating and also giving an insight to my fellow artists. So it mustn't even be my fellow artists, every other person, to tell them that one person can start a stage and end up at the highest, but people don't know what they went through. So the climbers you're seeing is actually one person that is being represented. The paper is actually a person's face. So the work is talking about how you start your journey and the circumstances you face, the things that happen when you go there. Sometimes you have to help someone, or you're being helped. Sometimes you fall off because your idea doesn't make sense. Sometimes you might even see someone that will backstab you because they'll push you off purposely, right? Now that's where you see someone like this, you understand? But you still hold on hope, and at the end of the day, you make it.
When you look at my painting, I have 3 lanterns there, which represent the 3 major tribes in Nigeria. I have all kind of elements: the cow wolf, the cantars, the NYC boots, and so on and so forth. The cow will represent the S-men and how the killing of the S-men in the northern part of Nigeria. And when you look at the down part of my work, you see that the whole thing are not compatible, telling us the northern part is separating in one way or the other by the issue of security and the killing. But the upper side of my work represents the southwest and the eastern part of Nigeria, which they are still together. But if government doesn't wake up on time to do something, I didn't pray so, but based on the title of this year competition, the other side. So I won't explain what we are explaining in this northern part, in the south and the eastern part of Nigeria. And when we experience such a thing, there is likely war, and which we don't all pray for it. We all know what war is all about, but we don't pray for it. So that is where I'm getting, that is how I got my inspiration from, the other side, from Life My City.
With the Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Uyo, Calabar exhibitions in the can, the arts team really has its work cut out for it in selecting one remarkable work of art that will change the life of its creator during the climax of the event in Enugu.
Next week on Art House. A group of contemporary artists show off their recent works at a gallery in the University of Lagos.
These are marvelous work of art. The artists are great. They are great men and women of timber and caliber. I respect them. I hold them in high esteem.
To Juliet Maja Pierce's latest solo effort, where she continues voicing out about issues that affect her gender.
With much research and understanding of the issues concerning gender relations in Nigeria, I have come to the conclusion that perhaps there is a lot of misogyny in practice. It's an unconscious thing where people hate women, men hate women, women hate women, and they don't know why.
For that and more, tune in next week.
Your art house experience doesn't have to end when the show's not on television. Interact with us on any of our social media platforms. See any edition of Art House on Channels TV's YouTube page. Send your works of art to Art House on Channels Television by joining the group on Facebook. We are everywhere. The curtain falls on the program, but the conversation continues on any of our platforms. I'm Neo Taiwe. Have yourself a lovely day.